What's going on, creators? This is Nate here, and we're gonna get straight into it. We're gonna talk about ChatGPT and how it can actually help you become a better content creator. The first thing I wanna talk about is generating ideas. I use ChatGPT to really understand what kind of content that I can create. Sometimes I get a creative fog in my head, and so I'll tell ChatGPT, hey, I'm a content creator and I wanna help my audience with content creation tips. Give me 30 ideas on what I should do this week on Instagram to create whatever, right? And then it'll pop out 30 ideas. You can iterate it and tag along and start chatting with it like, hey, I like this one. Let's double down on some of these sort of tips. The other thing that I want to talk about is descriptions or captions and hashtags, right? A lot of the times it takes a lot more time to think of a captivating description or a caption. And so if you want to be efficient, if you want to play the long game and be consistent, putting out reels every single day, every single other day, using ChatGPT to really illustrate what you're doing and what kind of description you'd like, and then have them do the rest. ChatGPT is great for understanding what you're doing. So you just gotta give it instructions or give it just a little bit of ammo, and then it's gonna pop out a great caption for you. What I like to do is I like to say, hey, give me an inspiring quote, and then also incorporate these tips that I helped out with. Also include emojis. And then what it does is it'll create that caption for me, include emojis and everything to make it a little bit more visually appealing. And it's great, I love it. So another thing that I use ChatGPT for is SEO. So my captions, once I have that caption up and ready to go, I'll say, hey, I want you to optimize this caption and use SEO so I can further optimize my titles, my caption, and descriptions and hashtags. This is gonna optimize my reel so that way more people are able to search for it. So another important thing that I want to share with you is a story arc, right? Sometimes I'll post a reel of me just cleaning my room or fixing my bed, things like that. And it doesn't really have a storyline. So sometimes I need to have a little bit more of a structure in my reels. I like to keep my reels 7 to 20 seconds. So how can I create the introduction, the climax, and the resolution? So I'll give it an explanation of what kind of content I'm gonna be filming, what scenes I'm gonna be filming, and then I say, hey, make a story out of it. That way there's some sort of emotional appeal to it, and then also a storyline. So another thing that I like to use ChatGPT for is if I write my own caption, right, naturally, I'll copy and paste it and say, hey, I need you to optimize it, and then also check for grammatical errors and punctuation. And so now you don't have to use something like Grammarly or the default editing tool. You can use ChatGPT to just fix everything for you. You copy and paste the new one. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about templates, right? So I use templates to reach out to brands so I can get collaborations, pay deals and everything. So I'll tell it exactly what I'm trying to do. So let's just say Nike, right? I reach out to Nike. I'm going to tell Nike the specific goal, the amount that I want to get paid, and even an introduction email so I can copy and paste that. All right, guys, so that was a short video. If you liked the video, go ahead and like it for me and subscribe.